I first started the business, I think the best way, if there's something that you want to do, to go out and find people that are actually already doing what it is that you want to do. So knowing that I wanted to get involved in real estate, I went out and found mentors that were investing in real estate and doing what I wanted to do. So in addition to all the, the reading, the education that I did to learn about real estate, working with the mentors that were actually already doing what I wanted to do, that was kind of the huge thing that took me from learning about it to actually experientially doing it, hands-on. I'll be the first to tell you that I think most people go to college so they can graduate and get a good job, whereas if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you're creating jobs, right? So you don't have to go to college to get that job, but college was definitely just an amazing experience on a whole bunch of levels in terms of the growth that I had there, the people that I met, and ironically, I met a lot of other entrepreneurs while I was in college, and people that are some of my best and closest friends to this day. Yeah, and that's the other great thing though too about going to college and becoming an entrepreneur is I started my businesses while I was in college, and in my opinion, the younger you can get started, whether it be if you can start in high school, do it in high school, college, because the reality of it is the older you get, the more responsibilities you have, the more difficult it becomes, I believe, to do it. Because when I was in college, if I failed in my business and I didn't make any money, it was okay because I was a college student, you know what I mean? As opposed to being a grown-up where I have a family, I got to provide for and whatnot, so there was a lot less responsibility starting at a younger age. The biggest challenge, without a doubt, is finding that community of like-minded people. What I found was even the people closest to me that, that loved me, that wanted what was best for me, they were comfortable with being an employee. So, when they found out that I was becoming an entrepreneur, they were concerned for me. They thought that was risky. So, just dealing with people say, oh, why are you doing that? Or you can't do that. And again, the solution to that is finding like-minded people and communities that will encourage you when you say, hey, I want to be an entrepreneur. They're not only going to help you do that, but they're going to say, great, let's look at how we can make that a reality. Well, there's a lot of great organizations, one like NIFTY, right, the National Foundation of Teaching Entrepreneurship. I've mentored for them in the past, and they just do an amazing job of, teaching entrepreneurship. Also Impact, they're one of the leaders of youth entrepreneurship and just do an amazing job of nurturing entrepreneurship with our younger generation. Absolutely. I think finding a mentor is extremely important, and just the two organizations we spoke about, NIFTY as well as Impact, participating in those organizations, oftentimes they'll hook you up with a mentor, so that's one way. But let's say you don't join an organization or you don't have that locally, you've got to go out there and put yourself out there. So, again, I'm in the real estate business, but if you want to be in the restaurant business, well, go to a restaurant event or something like that, or find a restaurant owner and just say, hey, look, I'm interested in owning a restaurant one day, and can I intern for you, or can I follow you around? I want to learn from you. And oftentimes with successful entrepreneurs, they're more than willing to give back and mentor other people, because just like myself, the only reason I got to where I am today is because of the mentors that I had and helped me out along the way. I lived in New York, and I actually moved to Philadelphia because of the real estate opportunities that were there. And previous to that, if you told me I was going to move out of New York, I would have told you were crazy. But what happened was I got really clear and focused on what I wanted with my real estate investments, which was cash flow and appreciation. And in Manhattan, prices were just too expensive to generate cash flow, and I found those opportunities in Philadelphia. And because it was something I was passionate about, something I wanted to do, I decided to make that move to Philadelphia, and I've been there for 6 years now. The best piece of advice that I can give for someone that wants to be an entrepreneur, to me, entrepreneurship is the greatest thing in the world. Entrepreneurs, they create something out of nothing. And to me, what entrepreneurship is all about is following your dreams. I believe that we all have dreams, something that we want to do, and to me, entrepreneurship is the solution. Entrepreneurship is saying, yes, you can do it. Yes, you've got to get educated, you've got to find the right people, you've got to do your due diligence to make that happen, but in a nutshell, to me, entrepreneurship is about anything being possible. Saying, I believe anyone can be an entrepreneur. I don't care who you are, anyone can be an entrepreneur. Now, in terms of who are the people to be best suited as entrepreneurs, it's going to depend on you and what you want. And so, for example, as I mentioned, when I was starting to become an entrepreneur, my family, while they supported me, they really wanted me to go and get a job and do the employee thing because, you know, that was what they knew and they had had success being an employee. But for me, that's not what I wanted. You know, I wanted something bigger than that. I wanted something greater than that. I wanted to make a huge impact on the world and make a lot of money doing so. And to me, the entrepreneurship route was the way to do that, not the employee route. So I think part of in that too is you have to have that burning desire. You have to be passionate about entrepreneurship and the business that you're going to get into, because without that passion, when the going gets tough, you're not going to have what you need to fuel you through that. And that's the thing too, where I said everyone can be an entrepreneur. And I think it's once you taste that first moment of success, until you have that first taste of success, I don't think it's fair to say if you want to be an entrepreneur or not, because once you have that taste, it's just like, it's infectious. You want more. It's like, wow, you know, I can do this. I had a vision, an idea, and I brought that into existence. I turned that into reality. And to me, it's just one of the most fulfilling things. And so if that resonates with you, then entrepreneurship is for you. If you have that success and you're just like, you know, I had to work too hard or this or that, well then entrepreneurship probably isn't the right path for you.